Welcome back to Weekend Out. My name is Gaurav. Naam to suna hoga. So like I promised you, it's time for you and I to go and enjoy some great food. And actually, I've reached my destination. Now, this looks like an outdoor venue, right? Well, this place gives you three different options. Now, this one has got a lounge. This one has got a proper fine dining restaurant. And of course, it's also got this rooftop venue. This is a place called Atelier M. This is at Pier 7 in Dubai Marina. Now, this is a beautiful place. The food that we're going to eat is going to be contemporary French. But before that, I want you to go down to the lowest floor, which is the 7th floor, and check this place out.
As I enter Atelier M, it tells me an interesting story of its owner, chef and entrepreneur Mohammad Islam.
I have always been cooking in the kitchen since I was young. It's a passion, and sometimes you have to combine passion with business, and it's a lot of fun. You know, I wake up in the morning every day very happy to see that I would be able to do something that I like. Atelier means workshop, so basically, as you've seen, all of our recipes, all of our ingredients are created here. We bring in various products and we play in the kitchen to create recipes. Sometimes it takes us a few days, sometimes it takes us a few weeks.
Atelier M sets a precedent in Dubai for originality. The decor accurately mirrors the inspired deconstruction and reimagining of its cuisine. It offers the spectacular view of the marina, giving people an ambience provided by Dubai's best DJs and nightlife specialists at Pier 7.
So you must have just realized that this place offers you a lot of options, even in where you want to sit. So it could be the lounge, it could be the restaurant, the main dining area, or it could be the rooftop. For myself, I've chosen the lounge because I just like the lounge. Now we're going to take a look at their menu as well, right? On all the 3 floors, you can use the same menu, order food, which is really good. When you take a look at their menu, now what are they trying to do? They're actually trying to serve some French gastronomy with an Asian fusion. That sounds very, very interesting to me. And when I take a look at the menu, it's a menu that's not very vast. So they've got some appetizers, some pizzas, some main course, some sides, and a decent selection of desserts here. What am I going to have? I'm going to try the Hamachi tartar. Okay, so it's time to start eating now. But before we do that, I'm going to start with the truffled asparagus. And I've got to tell you before I dig into this that you've always got to show respect when you have asparagus. And that is because from the time you sow a seed to harvest, asparagus needs 3 years. And now you know why it's considered to be such a luxury sort of food, right? Because 3 years from seed to harvest, and then it's on your plate. I'm going to try this now. This looks very nice. Okay. So this is a very nice, moist, yet a crunchy piece of asparagus, and it's covered with Gruyere cheese. Now, Gruyere cheese is actually a dark yellow, thick sort of cheese, like hard cheese. And the thing about its taste is that it varies with its aging. So at this stage, it's sweet, but at the same time, a little salty. So I think this gives a great combination in the taste. So it's a nice, wettish, sort of moist asparagus. And the cheese kind of makes it a little bit dry and salty, which I'm completely loving. So what a beautiful start this has been. I have to admit, I'm still at the start. This is the second thing which I haven't tried at all. This is the Hamachi tartar. Now, what this is, I'm going to tell you after I take the first bite because I'm really tempted. Now, here we go. Okay. It's nice and soft. Okay. What is Hamachi? Now, Hamachi is also known as yellowtail tuna, right? But if you really do some research about Hamachi, it's a different family of fish altogether, right? Now, this is very, very popular in Japan. And what they've done here, the tartar, they flavored it with avocado. So there's generous use of avocado here. And to flavor it, they've used the yuzu vinaigrette. Now, what is yuzu? Yuzu is actually a fruit, again popular in Japan. The taste of yuzu is like a grapefruit. But when you get the juice out of it, it's the flavor in it is more like a mandarin orange, right? So that's the kind of flavor that you will get. So in Japan, people use it a lot to flavor food, just like in other parts of the world they would use a lemon to flavor food. They use the yuzu. So it's nice, it's tangy. Of course, the avocado gives it a lot of depth, and it's fresh fish. So this is again a great combination. Okay, so this is the duck confit. Now, although this is made all across France, this is supposed to be a specialty of Gascony. Now, this is being made for centuries. The methodology of making a duck confit has not changed. It's a very, very, centuries old method, very, very easy. You take a duck leg or 5 duck legs or whatever you want to do, and then you rub it with salt, you put it in the fridge for 36 hours, 48 hours, whatever you want to do. Then you, the preservative. And then this duck is actually cooked in its own fat, right? So you put the duck in a vessel that's deep enough so that the duck is under the fat, and then you put it in an oven, and then it's slow cooking for 6, 7, 8, 10 hours till it's nice and tender, and then you're ready to eat like I am. Here you go. So like you can see, my knife has gone down smoothly. I'm not having to push my knife, and look at this beautiful piece I have in my hand. Now, when you see this is nice and tender meat, the duck meat, yeah. It's covered with this layer of fat. Oh my God, look at this, how it's coming out, beautiful. And then this is covered in this sauce, which is made out of orange marmalade and chicken stock, and then it's reduced to what you see now. I think this is going to taste just divine. The meat has automatically shred in my mouth. The fat is giving that little crispy touch that's required, and the marmalade and the chicken stock that's been reduced to that sauce, adding that perfect flavor that's required. This is beautiful. Now, when you see this as well, look at this. There's a nice layer of fat, and under that, look at this. This meat is so tender. That's what happens when you cook it for 7, 8, 10 hours. Look at this. Beautiful. Nice. Let's go for another bite. Okay, this is something I'm having only for all the vegetarians who watch our show. Now, this is a slow roasted eggplant, and I'm going to tell you that this is going to be one of the most beautiful eggplants that you and I would have probably seen. Beautifully presented. You've got to give them 10 on 10. Firstly, on the presentation of this. And here's my first bite. I hate destroying the look of this, but I've got to do it. What it's done is half the battle is won. I'm already impressed with the way it looks, the way it feels. I'm going to add this little caramel sauce on it. This is so comparable to the duck confit I had. The eggplant is nice, tender. It's still not soggy though. And the taste, the flavors that I'm getting, especially when you add this little shimji soya caramel, is just unbelievable. The chef has got the flavors so right. So if you're a vegetarian, I'm telling you, you're not going to miss the duck confit. This is a great thing to have. So that's about it. I've had a great meal. There is no place for any more food, but believe me, if there was space, I would have had more food. Atelier M has been here for almost a year now, and if this is a place that you haven't come to, you haven't tried the food here, then believe me, you're missing out on something. This place also has a great view. So next time you're thinking of a nice fine dining sort of place to go to, or even if you're thinking of a place to go to where you can lounge and just chill, Atelier M is a place that you have to definitely try. Till I see you next week, no sawal, no doubt, sabka solution, weekend out.
It's a K Company production.